Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week, I'll be talking about nutrition in this episode anyway. I know you guys have heard the cliche quote, you can't out-eat a bad diet. And even though it sounds really lame, it is actually true. So that's what I'll be talking about today. Whether you want to lose weight, gain muscle, or just feel better, your nutrition plays a big part in it. And that's what I want to talk about today. After this episode, you guys will have, it could be life-changing what I tell you if you actually apply. It could change your life forever, right? So, and then I'm going to give you some actionable steps that you could take to improve your nutrition. I'm going to talk about some meal planning, calories, macros. I'll talk about all that. And then at the end, I'll give you some steps that you could take to make improvements on your own. First, I want to jump into what nutrition is. It's the energy that we put in our bodies that we use for everything that we do day to day, whether it's walking, talking, simple as breathing. Everything we do requires energy, and we get that energy through our nutrition. One of the foundations for me, or what I think about, is a quote, and it's bad in, you get bad out. You put bad nutrition in your body, you get poor sleep, you get poor performance, poor cognitive performance as well. So you're thinking bad in, bad out. And this is the foundation for all the goals. So you put good quality energy into your body, the output is going to be the same. All right, so to dive into a little bit deeper into nutrition, a word that everybody knows is the calorie. I'll explain what a calorie is. It's just that form of energy. Like I just talked about, it's a form of energy that we use. Depending on your goal, you're going to have to be in either a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit in 99% of situations, depending on if you want to lose or gain weight. All right. So if you want to lose weight, of course, you want to be in a deficit. If you want to gain weight, build muscle, then you want to be in a surplus. And then before you start calculating your calories up, to determine what you need individually, you have to find your total daily expenditure or your basal metabolic rate, right? So total daily expenditure, this is the amount of calories that you expend daily. Your basal metabolic rate is going to tell you how many calories your body burns by just living, just surviving, no exercise added or anything like that. So once you find that number, then you know this is your baseline for calorie intake. There are a bunch of online tools that you can use. Just go into Google and type TDEE for total daily energy expenditure, and there's a bunch of calculators that you can use. But I'll tell you the solution that I use. I just take my body weight, or I take a client's body weight and multiply it by 12 to 15. I give you that range 12 to 15 because at the 12 range, we're saying this client or myself is sedentary. I don't do much throughout the day to expend energy. Or at 15, you're a collegiate athlete or power lifter or some of the sort. So I'll take your body weight by 12 to 15 depending on your lifestyle. So that 12 to 15 is dependent on what your life looks like. And that's how you can find your daily expenditure approximately in calories. So then what I do, if I want to be in a deficit, I would subtract a certain amount of calories from that weight or that calorie number that I get from the total daily expenditure. If I want a client to gain weight, then of course I'll add to that total daily expenditure calorie number. All right, so when you get to when you find out the amount of calories that you need to gain or lose weight, we're going to get a little bit deeper into the calories and break it into the three macros that our body needs to function. That's going to be protein, carbohydrates, and then fats. Your protein is going to be what your body needs to build and recover muscle. The carbs is going to be the energy source, and then the fats is going to essentially manage and regulate hormones. And for me, regardless of the plan that I'm creating for someone, we'll start with protein. I like to keep the protein high. So I like to keep the protein at 1.1% of the body weight to 1.5% of the body weight, depending on the goal. And then that's the only constant that I have in any program. And then the carbs and the fats, those two are relying upon the individual that we're building this macro plan for. So what I generally like to do when I'm creating a meal plan, I'll have, and you can do this for yourself, right? So I like to go protein early in the morning, and then I'll bring carbs in around lunchtime, pre-workout, and then carbs and protein after the workout. And then any fats that I don't get through those meals, I like to dump it in on the backside closer to night, which will allow you to probably get a little bit better rest throughout the night. I'm also a fan of intermittent fasting. What I just said is, it's not intermittent fasting, but it's close, because we're not bringing the carbs in, which extends that window of where carbs can be burned. So carbs can be burned throughout the night. You wake up in the morning and you continue to burn carbs. You might have dumped a little protein in there, but you're not dumping carbs on top of old carbs and letting your body kind of get through. So I do like eating in a window. I like it to be from 12 to 8 or 12 to 9 at night, and then be done. All right, just to give you guys some practical steps that you could take. Number one is eat real whole food. That's fruits, vegetables, and lean protein, right? We want to stay away from the processed and ultra-processed food by any means. If you do want to indulge, have a burger, have this, make it a goal. Do something right first before you start treating yourself to foolishness. All right, so that's number one. Number two is going to be plan ahead. This is like for meal prepping. For me, Sundays and Wednesdays work best. I'll go on meal prep all the way up that lunch and dinner, and then I'll just cook the breakfast if I eat it every morning. You could prep twice a week or once a week. It's up to you, but you could take those portions that you have, that you've calculated your macros, build it out every meal, and you can calculate it up, and you'll be on point every day. This is a way that will hold you accountable and ensure that you're hitting your goal and not going over. So meal prep is a big one. Then the last one that I'll give you guys is portion control. If you're not wanting to count calories and you know you can't stick to it, another thing you could do is use your hand as a guide. So when you're talking protein, you want to talk the palm of your hand. That's how big your protein source needs to be per meal. And then for your carb source, it wants to be a cupped hand, just like this. That's your carb source. And then your fat source, a lot of research says to use your thumb to calculate a fat source, such as like your nut butters, avocado, things like that. And then for your vegetables, it's going to be a double hand scoop like this. So a plentiful portion of vegetables there. So if you don't like to count macros, this is a method that you can use. And then the last one, just don't try to starve yourself. Don't try to say, I'm not going to eat, because your body will adjust to that. It affects your metabolism, it slows down, your body starts to save and store the fat that it has. So best thing you can do is find a rhythm, find a routine, and stick to a routine. And don't try to starve. It's not a sustainable way of maintaining or improving your health. So yeah, carbs aren't gonna make you fat. Overeating is gonna make you fat. Find the plan, stick to the plan, and then that's how you're going to be successful in your weight loss journey, or your muscle building journey, or your cardiovascular improvement journey, whichever journey you're on. The bottom line, don't overcomplicate this. It's very simple. Identify the foods that fit your plan. Keep it simple. You might break off plan every now and again, but come right back. Come right back. If you want to have a cheeseburger or whatever you want to have because you did something good, because you hit a milestone, then have it. But just come back to the plan. Stay consistent 80 to 90% of the time. And those little cheat indulgence days won't affect you as much. So yeah, don't try to be perfect. Just be consistent. All right, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. If anybody needs help with creating a meal plan, I would love to help you. What I would like to get from you is a body scan. You can go to your GNCs, maybe not your GNCs, but I know like 5 stars and some gyms have these body scans, and it'll give you some information like your basal metabolic rate, total daily energy expenditure, body fat percentage, and these things right here. So if you need help, if you could get me that, send it to my Instagram DM, or if you could put it in the comments, I'll follow up with you, and yeah, I can help you along the journey. But yeah, give me one thing that you can change in your nutrition that you spotted through this video, or just by thinking about it. One thing you can change in your nutrition that'll pay dividends in the future. Put that in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you guys. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video about anything specific, and I'll do it. If not, I'll catch you guys. I'll see you guys back in the next video. All right, peace.